Guys, how's it going? In this video here, we're gonna watch the King Performance by Millennium play with the white pieces, and we're gonna watch the no, actually, it's gonna play the black pieces. Sorry, and the ChessGenius app is gonna play with the white pieces. According to the SSDF rating list, the King Performance, which has the King engine, which comes from the Chess Master series of chess games back, I guess, in the 90s, is around 2,500 plus. So that's why I'm giving it the black pieces, and the ChessGenius app is 2,400 plus. Now this position here I chose is called the Kasparov Gambit. And for those who don't know, most of the time when people play engine versus engine or computer versus computer, it's a good idea to pick a chess opening that's going to cause the computers to play some very dynamic and good chess. It's an exciting game. Of course, you can play with the opening book and have a lot of fun too. I'm not saying you can't, but sometimes it's better just to pick a very sharp opening, such as the Kasparov Gambit here, that would cause for some rich play to arrive. So with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get ChessGenius to move here. Let's go ahead and go swap side. There we go. All right, so we're playing 5 minutes plus 5 seconds game, and that's a pretty interesting move that he went knight. Now, the only thing I can see why he went knight back to c3 is that if he would have allowed black to go a6 and push the knight back, for example, and went to a3, he could have took with black bishop and ruined his pawn structure. Now, this is one of the key ideas in a position like this, in the Kasparov Gambit. If you ever play it, you want to get a pawn on e4 and support it heavily with pieces. And what this does is that because you have a lead in development, you're really going to restrict white's maneuvering. So it's going to be a while before white really can get a really good position. But don't get me wrong, I mean, it does cost the pawn. So basically the pawn definitely has compensation without a doubt. All right, so everything is seemingly going according to plan here. Everything looks good, but I'm gonna bet that this might just turn into a really good game here. And so far, so good. The King Performance is playing this position as such that, based on me studying, and I have also watched a video by Andrew Martin that Chess Base sells, and called the Kasparov Gambit. It's a really good, like 60. It's one of those 60-minute DVD series they have for like $10 or 10 US dollars or like 10 euros. It's definitely worth it. I mean, he's definitely a good presenter, and that's how I found out about this Gambit. Kasparov played it a few times, and it was played a few times before him, but because, of course, he's Kasparov, if he's played something, people are going to pay attention. So, all right, so, I forgot to move for black here, sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of bad about the transmission thing. I'm getting better though, so I'm gonna keep doing this thing so I can get better and better, and that's why I'm giving a 5-second increment so I can kind of make up for any sort of lag I got, or kind of just if I miss, so to speak, a move by the computer. That 5-second increment should probably make up for it. Okay, he's deploying the queen. That makes sense. I mean, you're kind of keeping an eye on b7, but again, it looks like black has just given up b7, but I think that that's actually that's really tricky. That queen seemingly is in some real danger right now. So, I mean, the idea, if well, Well, again, this is again, if you look at this is like Alpha Zero play here. I mean, you're sacrificing pawn for another. I mean, for some activity here. I mean, the king performance is really getting on with his business here. Oh, I forgot. Wait a minute. Sorry, hold up. Oh, I forgot to move forward. See, that's my problem. Don't worry, I'm gonna work on this. I'm kind of new to this, trying to transmit games, but luckily I won't make this too bad here. So anyway, black is running the queen out and activating pieces. So that's what you want to do in a position like this. If you sacrifice a pawn, I mean, you definitely want to get some pieces active, and that's pretty much what the king performance is doing here. He's holding that pawn on e4 in place with pieces. He's getting his pieces really, really active here, and I mean, the king performance is just really, again, I can't reiterate it anymore. It's just really doing what you're supposed to do in a position like this. Is fantastic. This might end up being a cool, smooth game here. I like how it's went ahead and just sacrificed another pawn. That's what I did. And it seemed to be a temporary sacrifice because obviously this pawn here, the e5 pawn is just got gobbled up here. I gotta say, this is interesting. I played this position only in Blitz. I never have gotten this in a real game, this opening. But if you do happen to play in an over-the-board tournament and get this opening, you should play it. I mean, it's really hard to deal with as white because you're so far behind in development. But because I mean, just look at it's crazy. Just look at black's pieces. I mean, all of them are just like bearing right down in the center of the board, and over here in the corner here, the B1 knight, the A1 rook, all this stuff. It doesn't look silly, but it just looked kind of clumped in there. And again, that E4 pawn that black has down in white's house, so to speak, really has a grip on stuff here. Yeah, I just keep missing that move. I didn't move for black for a few seconds again. So again, trust me, I'm gonna be working on this. I'm gonna try to do much better at this. Okay. But anyway, still having fun. I'm enjoying this. Okay. He's asking for a queen trade. All right. And he's going, oh, he's refusing the queen trade. He's like, no queen trading. Well, of course, because he's down a pawn, but this is a very active position here. Okay. He went ahead and snaps that right off, without a doubt. So which way is he going to take with the pawn? I'm assuming with the queen, yeah. Okay. But with a computer, you just never know. I mean, right now he's threatening to win exchange. I mean, he's going to have to move his queen somewhere to avoid the trade and to lose the exchange. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm getting better at this. I'm keeping up with the pieces. I'm keeping up with moving here a little bit. Okay. I mean, the whole point here, white's queen is kind of like inactive. It doesn't really have a good, I mean, so black has done a really good job at what I think of as really restricting Black's play. I mean, White's play, because he has a really strong hold on the center. I mean, there, White does has 2 connected pawns here, but the H2 pawn is hanging right now, and he's threatening to win a piece, like, well, give up 2 pieces for the rook, to win the White knight and White dark square bishop for the rook. So he's threatening 2 things here, so which is obviously he's going to have to retreat. I probably suspect he'll go ahead and snap off that H2 pawn right now. That's what I suspect would happen. Yeah. Okay, move that. Which way to go with the king? It's always a hard choice which way to go with the king in a situation like this. I think I'd go king f1. At least you got somewhere to run. But I told you that e4 pawn really holds some squares down there. It's really amazing how that e4 pawn, if you can maintain it, it really influences the position. Yep, king h1, queen f1. I mean, king f1, sorry. Okay. Stopping any, not really stopping anything back. Rank, he's protected, but he's just stopping the queen from even getting a better position. So that's what you want to do. He's keeping White's queen in a position where it's relatively passive here. I mean, semi-passive, I'd say. That's what king to f1. That's a computer move for you. That's a computer move for you there, if I've never seen one. Okay. Probably gonna rook takes. Oh yeah, that's pretty sweet. He's developing. Oh, he's going pawn takes. Okay. All right. Even though he does have, White has 2 passed pawns, they're kind of slow-ish. I mean, that Black king is really kind of flush to one side of the board here. I mean, this is really a serious thing you have to attend to here if you're White. Like, you kind of keep your I's dotted and your T's crossed here, because it's very easy to get in some trouble in a situation like this. Very easy. Okay, he brings his bishop back, so probably wants to trade that bishop off. I guess that kind of makes sense. Here. Okay. Now he wants to trade his queen now. Is he gonna trade queens though? That's something. Okay. That's interesting, I gotta say. That's some serious computer moves here. Okay. Look like king performance kind of somewhere, and it could just be the time factor too. Could just be the time factor as well. So Could just be the time factor, why it's, you know, but still, I would expect it to have played a little bit differently than this. Still, nevertheless, that's what we got. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, that's yeah, this here's a loss here. If anything, he shouldn't have traded the queen. But again, it's probably just the time. I'm off on the timing here with everything, and it's kind of making a computer do bizarre moves. So that's probably what it is. I got to figure out a good time for me and how to make a good time for, you know, for the YouTube videos as well. So I think 5-5 is not it. I'm thinking maybe if I need like 10 seconds in between each move, maybe I should do like 3 minutes plus 10 seconds or something. I think that's probably pretty good. That could be pretty entertaining. Because again, I just want to have enough time so the computer doesn't think it's about to run out of time and you know, start making bizarre moves. Because I really didn't like that queen trade by black. But it did start kind of the disadvantage. Kasparov Gambit, I mean, he did Gambit a pawn, but I don't think he kind of played it right. Kasparov got some really nice games with this opening here. Oh yeah, see, there we go again. I went a little slow there again. Okay. All right. This will probably be over here soon enough. There's not much to be said here. White is just about to I'm thinking a few short moves. I'm gonna just go ahead and just stop this here because again, I might just let it play out. Because again, if I see he's about to queen, I mean, this is just lost here for sure. And then king is gonna step up. There's no other real situation here. Well, what is it going to do? It could threaten that pawn, but that's not going to help anything. Does he just go rook c3? Or push the pawn. Yep, this is all over here. I tell you what, King Performer is gonna fight to the end. We'll go ahead and push that in to get a queen. So we know that's what's gonna happen, and you have to, okay, well, he's just gonna go ahead and push. That's interesting. Put a queen here, and then, yeah, we'll go hit OK. I guess he said, shoot, if I can get another queen, I'll take it. Yeah, there's not much more to be said about this game here, but anyway, I'll just go ahead and let it play out, because the opening seemed, you know, a lot of time promises more, but sometimes you don't get much more. I pushed too hard on my board. I heard a little sound, but I'm pushing too hard. I'm just heavy-handed like that, because you really don't have to push me so hard. So, for example, like this, very light push, very light pushes, very light. See if I go very light pushes here. Okay. Well, we got two queens here. Let's get two queens. Why not? Okay. Well, he just. This is the way a computer resigns here. He just gives away pieces. And that is mate. Hold on, I forgot to put it here. Hold on. Okay, yep, and that is mate. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just watching the board play, just watching the beauty of the board and watching the ChessGenius app play. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys again very soon, and I'm gonna try to think of some more openings that might give some very dynamic play, and I'll also just let the books play against book as well. All right, you guys enjoy. Have a good one. Bye.